My name is Matt Simon. I am a science writer at Wired. I'm in San Francisco, but this robotic arm that I'm controlling is in London.
You might just be looking at the future of telerobotics, one in which humans control robots remotely with a lifelike sense of touch. Here's how it works.
So there are three main components to this system, the first of which being the glove that I'm wearing. This is from a company called Haptics. A couple of cool things going on here. This is actually an actuator that goes inside each fingertip, and you can see here there are little circles, and those inflate or deflate, and actually inflate to different degrees based on how much pressure you are putting on an object in the robot across the Atlantic. The cool thing here is there are tendons in each finger that keep you from overextending, and that's important because if you grab onto an object, you want to maintain the illusion that you have something in your hand, and overextending your fingers closed would destroy that illusion. So across the Atlantic, we have the Shadow hand, which is perhaps the most advanced robotic hand in the world. And on each of its fingertips are sensors from a company called SynTouch. Those register what the robot is feeling as I'm controlling it. And it's piping that data over to us. So now I'm going to try to manipulate these toy balls, and that would be an extremely difficult task without the sense of touch, because what I can actually do is if I get close and just barely brush up against them, you can feel a very slight touch. It's not the hard pressure that you get when you actually grip something, so you can actually brush up against things and get your bearings, which is important here, especially because the perspective is very strange looking at a robotic hand that's kind of offset as you would normally have your hand. So if I brush up against this with my thumb, you can feel that, and it actually helps position you so I can come back in more gently and grasp around it and lift it. Hopefully over to this little cup, if I don't mangle it entirely. All the while you can feel subtle shifts in the feeling of the robot hand on the ball. And if I let go, it drops in. This system is in its very early days, and it's already replicating that sense of touch with a really amazing accuracy, and it's almost kind of eerie the way that it feels. But one day you might see a future where you are in a situation where there's a robot factory and somebody needs to take control of one of those robots from halfway across the world. They can do that and actually feel what the robot itself is feeling.